Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You see the title of the video, you know what I got to talk about. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. Now, these two fighters, if they fight, they will be the undisputed fighter at 140. You know, they will be, what I'm saying, creating history if these two fighters fight. And, I had to speak my opinion on these two fighting. And now, shout out to Josh Taylor. He beat the fighter that I like, Regis Prograis. He came out victorious on that. That fight could have went either way. But at the end of the day, Josh Taylor came out on top. And I don't feel like Josh Taylor really lost that fight. I don't feel like Regis Prograis really lost that fight. I feel like it could have went either way. So shout out to Josh Taylor. Now I checked Josh Taylor on BoxRec. Josh Taylor, he got a lot of fights. Well, not a lot of fights. I'm sorry to say that. He got 16 fights. During them 16 fights, he has never fought a fighter that has more losses than wins. So we gotta give him credit on that. Now I checked out Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, he has one fighter that has more losses than wins, but that really don't mean nothing at the end of the day. Even though he has more, you know what I'm saying, he fought a fighter with more losses than wins, doesn't mean that he will lose the fight. No, I've been looking at both of these fighters, and I have to go with Josh Taylor. If Jose Ramirez was to fight Josh Taylor, and the reason I will go with Josh Taylor because Josh Taylor has beat at least four undefeated fighters, and they all had more experience than him. O'Hara Davis, and the list goes on. Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis was 24-0, and he beat him. Now Jose Marirez, I looked at him and I watched highlights of Jose Ramirez. And Jose Marirez is a come forward fighter, non-stop fighter, a tackle, body puncher, up and down fighter. And he comes consistently, with the same attack. So it's very hard to beat him. And from the way it looked like Jose Ramirez doesn't really tire out. So he really is a hard guy to beat. But I'm going with Josh Taylor because I think that Josh Taylor will be able to switch his entire game plan to beat Ramirez. I don't think that he will actually go in there and go with the Prograis route with fighting Jose Ramirez. I think he will clearly box Ramirez. But at the end of the day, it has to be efficient boxing. He has to be able to hit, land. Because if he can't hit and land on Ramirez, the aggressiveness of Ramirez to come forward, the up and down punching will cause a problem for Josh Taylor. But I'm gonna ride with Josh Taylor because of his experience. He is beating fighters with more experience than him, fighters who have fought more fighters, more experienced fighters than him, and he's beating them. So that's the reason I'm gonna ride with Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor has a lot of output offensively as well. He's not just a 1-2, 1-2-3 fighter. He can go to the body. He stop people to the body as well. So I think people gonna think that this is gonna be like really an action packed type fight. It may end up looking like a Regis Prograis versus Ramirez fight. But if it goes that route, Josh Taylor will lose. He should not fight Ramirez the way he fought Regis Prograis. They are two different fighters. He would totally get whooped that fight. I think Josh Taylor should come out boxing. I think he should use his boxing skills. I think he should use a little bit of aggressiveness, but not too much. I think he should attack Ramirez's body a lot. And that's why I'm riding with him, for real. I take nothing away from Jose Ramirez. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. Ain't too many gonna beat Jose. But I think Josh Taylor has what it takes to win. I think he's one of those fighters that can adapt. I haven't seen it because I honestly I still haven't watched the Regis Prograis the Regis Prograis versus the Josh Taylor fight. I still haven't watched that fight, so I don't really know whether Josh Taylor can adapt or not really. But I believe he's one of those fighters who can adapt and change and able in order for him to win the fight. That's what I believe with Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor is the goods. You check his resume. He done beat 5 undefeated fighters already. I think 4 or 5 undefeated fighters already with more experience than him. That's the thing. So I give Josh Taylor a lot of credit. I would like to see Josh Taylor beat Ramirez, and I'm not saying that I like Josh Taylor to win because I'm saying that he will win. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just saying it because I like Josh Taylor's character. I like Josh Taylor. And also I just believe that he will be another fighter that fight. But if he's not, he will lose. If he's not if he doesn't have footwork, ring IQ, head movement, Josh Taylor will lose to Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is not a typical fighter. He like a Maidana at 140. He like a Maidana beat a Miramon. You know what I'm saying? This is not a regular fighter. Rob Garcia is actually a good trainer though. Rob Garcia is the person that got Maidana his belt. Golden Boy fighter, shout out to him, man. Congratulations. It's on like popcorn. He finna get to that money. What's up, Kingsley? Kingsley, I was on the subject of Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. And in my opinion, I feel that Josh Taylor will come out on top in that fight. That's just my opinion. I'm welcome to any other people's opinion. Like I said, they both got good resumes. Neither one of them wanted to go out there. It looked like a fight nobody that had more losses than wins. Even though Jose had, one, but that don't mean nothing. Still don't take away nothing from him. No, it don't seem like it. You exactly right, Kings. I've always paid attention to that. I even said that in one of my videos before. I always felt like that Robert Garcia is racist. Nothing against him. I don't care if he's racist or not. It don't affect me. But I always feel like he's racist. I always felt like he's racist. He's never trained a black fighter, not once. Not even a Cuban black fighter. But even besides that, regardless of how I feel about him, he is an excellent trainer. He is an excellent trainer. I give Robert Garcia that. Like I tell you all the time, regardless of how I feel about somebody, I never take away their talents. I never take away what makes them them. I always give them that respect. And that man, he is a talented trainer, Robert Garcia. But I do feel he's a racist trainer. Like he only trains, nothing negative about him. But that's just the truth. You've never you never seen him train a black fighter, right? You never seen him offer to even train a black fighter, right? Now I don't know if he's racist, but until he shows me otherwise, what the fuck I'm supposed to believe? I seen some of his actions, some of his comments, you know. But I believe if Regis Pokerez was to get a rematch with Josh Taylor, he would beat Josh Taylor, which he deserves. He really deserves that rematch. Even though I really doubt that Josh, because Josh Taylor knows that Regis Prograis can and will beat him. So he will not give Regis Prograis a rematch. He will say he's moving in another direction. And which is something that you have to respect. I already beat you. I don't have to come back and fight you. But if Regis come up, once again as that lion, as the one of those highlighted fighters as he once was, then a potential rematch would be good. But as of right now, Regis has to go back out there and prove himself in order to earn that rematch, and that's just being real. And I'm a Regis fan, but he has to go out there and get out there and prove that he's worth being able for a rematch. Because honestly, Josh Taylor is on a route to bigger and better things. That's just being real. So that rematch will be on down the line. Yeah, that's just what it's gonna be. Now Josh Taylor is moving up to 140, if I ain't mistaken. Which means, well, he is the 140-pound champ. That means he up there with the Ramirez. If Josh Taylor want to be undisputed, he gonna have to go through Ramirez, and I don't think he's gonna get me through Marirez like that. If he's not boxing, if he go out there with that rock'em sock'em robot shit, Ramirez gonna be his ass. The only way Josh Taylor can beat Ramirez is by a good game plan in boxing. Other than that, he dead. He gonna get took into the later rounds. He gonna get beat up. He gonna do him just like he did Amir Mom. I'm telling y'all. Josh Taylor was looking fucked up from the Regis Prograis fight. All right. Ramirez is way more aggressive than Regis Prograis. I'm telling y'all. Which this fight probably will be happening should be happening. Well, I don't know when they're gonna fight. Because I think Josh Taylor got a fight lined up. Then Ramirez probably may get a fight lined up. So this might be happening early 2021. But Ramirez is gonna beat him. I'm telling y'all. I mean, no, Marirez is not gonna beat him. Josh Taylor is gonna beat Ramirez. Easy. If he's boxing. Remember me saying this. If he's boxing, he will easily beat Ramirez. But if he stands there and try to Regis Prograis shit with him, he will get beat. He will get stopped. He damn near got away with it with Regis Prograis. And I know that Regis Prograis, every time he watches that fight, he hate that because he fought Josh Taylor's fight. Josh Taylor made him fight his fight. Josh Taylor was afraid of standing within distance because Regis could come in with power and probably hurt him. So Josh Taylor was smart and made it a close shoulder-to-shoulder fight. That was a good game plan. That shows that Josh Taylor is confident in himself. That Josh Taylor believes in himself, whether he's boxing from the outside or inside. Y'all probably down it. I'm telling you some real shit. We looking out for Josh. They saying in the future he could be a potential matchup or a potential fight for Terrence Crawford. That I wouldn't want Josh Taylor to move up and fight Terrence Crawford because it really there's no point. I want it to be a clear, you know, even level fight, 50-50 fight, or whoever Terrence fights. Or I don't like to see mismatches or disadvantaged fights. I like to see 50-50 fights where either fighter can lose. I like to see that. But I think Josh Taylor will put up a great fight against Terrence Crawford. And the reason I'm saying is because Josh Taylor is an adaptable fighter. He can adapt. You know, even though a lot of people they be talking this shit, white boys can't box and all this shit. He done proved that he can adapt. So that would be a good fight later on in the future if Terrence Crawford will be around when he moves up. You know, but that would be a potential fight. But I just had to get on here and make my comments, my 2 cents about this fight. You know, if that fight was to happen between Regis Prograis, no, not Regis Prograis. Who I'm talking about? I'm talking about goddamn Josh Taylor versus Ramirez. Yeah, I'm sorry. If that fight was to happen, I'm riding with Ramirez, y'all. I mean, I'm riding with Josh Taylor. I'm sorry, I'm riding with Josh Taylor. Be more fighters with experience. Only 16 and 0. Only 16 and 0. That's what you have to remember. Be more fighters with experience. I think that he'll come out on top against Jose. Even though they both have a similar style, aggressive, attackers. I think that Josh Taylor can and will be able to adapt to a different style, and he will go and outbox Jose Ramirez because that's his only way to win. Jose Ramirez is Mexican or Latino of that nationality type of fighter, which means that chin good. He is not gonna stop. He got that Aztec warrior in him. So Josh Taylor don't be smart. 9th, 10th, 11th round stoppage for Jose Ramirez. So really, you know what I can't do? I really can't really make an opinion on this fight yet then. So take all that back about me saying that Josh Taylor will beat Jose Ramirez because I don't know how they're going to come out and fight. I can't predict how Josh Taylor will come out and fight. They'll be wrong with me and say, so this is actually just a 50-50 fight. But in that 50-50 fight, I'm gonna ride with Josh Taylor. I think he got enough to do. I think he got enough in him to come out with a victory. I think he do. But it ain't gonna be an easy task. He gonna have to box. He gonna have to move. He gonna have to move. He gonna have to show footwork. He gonna have to show leg moving. He gonna have to show us that ring IQ. What is he really about? And that's my opinion on it. I'm gonna have to ride with I really don't see a knockout in this fight. Possibly could be. If it do, it's gonna come from Jose Ramirez. He gonna stop Josh Taylor. If there's a knockout, Jose will stop Josh Taylor. But I don't really see it like that. I think it may go 12 rounds, but if there is a knockout or a stoppage, Jose Ramirez will stop Josh Taylor. And then also this, even if damn man. This fight is totally dependent on how Josh Taylor fights. Jose Ramirez comes out the same way mostly. The same way. So this fight really is all about Josh Taylor. What can Josh Taylor show the public? Can he adapt in the ring? Can he become what's necessary to win fighter? Can he go out there and show them that I'm able to win through any situation, through whoever it is? That's what he gonna have to prove in order to beat Jose Ramirez. Well, I believe he able to do it, and that's what I'm riding with. Y'all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's easy work boxing. Thank y'all for tuning in. For those that watch the video, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, I would totally appreciate that. Subscribing to the channel, you ain't got to do nothing but hit the button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you know, I got Cash App, PayPal connected to the channel. All you have to do is go to the front of the profile of the channel and you'll see it. Nickel, dime, penny, quarter, it don't matter. I appreciate whatever you give. Most of all, take care of yourself, your loved ones. Look out for as many people as you can, but don't be stupid for nobody. And, I just thank y'all for tuning in. There will be more videos, and I just thank y'all. I'm out.